Welcome viewers, or welcome back to anyone that's subscribed. I'm hoping I can turn right out here, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through there and turn left. Look out, purple. She had not a care in the world. Oh yeah, plenty of room to turn right here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to go out this way, but this is the way I came in. I usually go that way. You know what? I'll go that way anyway. Just because it takes us out onto the next street. I probably should have started this story on the way in, okay, I lie. I did start this story on the way in, then I checked the camera and I must have bumped it again. It was facing right up at the roof, so hopefully this view you can actually see through the windows. We're currently in Milperra today. Hopefully we can get through. Oh, there's a fucking utility there with a trailer. May have to come back because we're going to have to wait for this to get loaded, so I'll be back in a moment. He's moving forward for us. So we can go. Oh, we got old mate here in a big oversize trying to get in over there. We want to hope he doesn't have to reverse in. Well, we know we're right that way because he's going to be blocking it. Let's go. I don't know if I said it before, but we're in Milperra in Sydney. So today's little story is just get a medical. Not a hard task, just get a medical. Well, he's got something dangling under there. He's got a wheel chock dangling under there. Yeah, it was a task. So obviously I've got medicals before. There's something going on up here. I can see red and blue lights flashing. No, they've just finished. Just get a medical. Obviously I've done a medical before, got medicals done, no dramas. I've got no issues passing a medical. That's why I had the red and blue lights on, the bloody police car there. I'm sure he was pulled over. Yeah, medical, drug and alcohol test, no dramas, never an issue doing any of that. I'm going to take up both lanes until we get just up here so we can get that corner just a little wider. So the boss, he suggested to me, says, mate, it's about time you get your B-double licence. I'm only a HC driver, or have only been a HC driver. And it was his suggestion, and I thought, well, yeah, I thought about it for a while. when I initially upgraded, I wanted to do it properly, you know, drive around rigids for a couple years, which I did, get the HC, which I did, fully understand and get good at that before I upgrade. Anyway, I've been thinking about it just in the back of your mind, just ticking over slowly, you know, for a while. You know, I'll do it one day, you know, I'll probably do it at some point. Anyway, he suggested it and said, well, do you want to upgrade your license? I said, yeah, sure. So, got something lined up, obviously. Something in the back of his mind, you know, there obviously must be a bit of double work coming up. So, he's booked the thing in and said, okay, well, you know what you need to do. You need to go and pass your theory test thing, or knowledge test, or whatever it's called. And but before you do the knowledge test, to do your B double license, look, every state's different. So for those people that are going to say, oh, you don't need to do this, or this is different, every state's different. In New South Wales, to go for your B double license, as far as I'm aware, at least now, you need to have a medical certificate to say that you are, well, safe to drive a B double. Like, you need a medical. So I went, oh, okay, well, and it needs to be a medical within, I think they said, the last 3 months. I've got one for my BFM, but that lasts for, I think, 3 years. Ooh, that was a big pile of shit. It lasts for 3 years, but then one within the last 3 months, I was like, oh, well, I need to go and get a new one for, you know, to show them that I'm fit to drive. And I went, okay. So I thought, well, I can do that. I can book that in. And I'm down Melbourne at this point. So I live in Newcastle, for anyone new or anyone that doesn't know. So I've just got on my phone while I'm in Melbourne and typed in fitness to drive medical Newcastle. Google search, enter, comes up, and I click on the first, like the top search, and I thought, I'll see how I go. I ring them up and I say, look, do you do truck driver fitness to drive medicals? Yeah, we do them all the time. I said, sweet. Can I book one in? They said, yep. When do you want to come? Today? I said, well, no, not today. I'm in Melbourne at the moment. And this was a Monday morning. I said, Friday. Can we book in Friday? And they said, yeah, we got bookings on Friday. What time do you want to come? I said, well, give me an early one. And I think it was like 10:30 or 11 o'clock, they said, was the earliest. So I was like, oh, well, that's fine. Book me in. And I thought, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. Like, I was expecting, because previously I had the drama when I did my last one, was you couldn't book anywhere. Like, you book in and say, oh, I want a medical done this week. And you're like, oh, no, we're booked out. You can book in 2 weeks. And I thought, fuck, how hard's this going to be? You know, just getting one booked in. Ring up, and they wanted me to go in that same day. And I was like, fuck it, that's perfect. I'll just go in on Friday. The driving test's 3 weeks away. So I've got 3 weeks to sort the medical out. But, you know, if I can do it this Friday, perfect. Friday comes, I go in, do the medical, and I say to him, can I get a hard copy? I need a hard copy. And he says, oh, well, like, I say, okay, so I passed the medical anyway. Why the fuck are we slowing down like this? You know, test me eyesight, you know, read off the charts. You got to look through your colourblind thing where there's all these dots and different coloured dots, and you've got to read numbers in the dots. You go into a little booth and they test your hearing out, then your lung capacity, and he had me on stepping up this stepper machine and testing my heart rate, and then all these questions about diabetes and schizophrenia and bloody, it was a U-Butte fucking medical. Anyway, I knew I was fucking all healthy, and Anyway, I said, I need a hard copy. And he says, well, I'll get it through to you. I'll email it to you. I said, well, I kind of want one. I just want a hard copy. I've got to take it with me to the, you know, to the test. And he said, oh, well, I don't actually do the medical things now. He said, how I do it is this bloke's going to sit right fucking there. I look in that bottom mirror and he's just sitting right fucking there. If I slow down, he better not slow down. That's what shits me off. He sped up just to sit right next to me. Okay, we're going to have a bit of rain, people. I've slowed down to 90 and now we're going 85. These blokes just slowed down to... Alright, now I don't know what he's doing. He's going quicker than slower, then quicker than slower. Anyway, so he says, look, I go through all my things at the end of the day and I submit them to obviously health records and stuff like that. So he submits everything at the end of his day, which is, he said, between 3:45 and 4 o'clock. So he must finish at like 3:30 or something. 3:45, they're all submitted, and he said it'll send you a thing at 4 o'clock. And I was like, okay, I'll just print one out then. Thank you, but yeah, as long as I get it today. I just didn't want to have to wait, you know, 10 to 14 business days or whatever that some places say, you know. And he said, no, well, you'll have it today. Sweet. So I go home, you know, think nothing of it. Forgot all about it. Anyway, it was like the next day, it was Saturday. And I thought, oh, how about that bloody medical? I'll log into my email. I don't use email. I'll log into my email and I'll check, make sure that I've got it. Click on it. I've got an email from them. And anyway, click onto it, open. They've sent me an invoice, you know, Shane, bloody blah blah blah, medical, the cost, you know, invoice paid, all this stuff. $255 it cost me. And anyway, I was like, well, where's the actual fucking medical? They've just sent me an invoice. Not here. Ring them up. I ring them up. Our office hours are Monday to Friday, 8 till 4. If you are ringing outside of these hours and it's an emergency, please ring 000. Otherwise, call us within our business hours. Thank you. I was like, well, fuck, they're not even open. I'll have to ring them on fucking Monday. So, Monday comes. I'm back down Melbourne. Ring them up and I'm like, hey, I just I got a medical done on Friday and you didn't send it out. And she's like, yeah, I remember yours, I sent it out. I said, no, well, I only received the invoice. There's not actually any medical file. There's no file attached for the medical. It's just got one file attached and it's an invoice. She goes, oh, I'm very sorry about that. We'll make sure that we send it through. Can you check your email and tell us if it comes through? And I was like, well, I really don't use emails and I really don't use it on my phone. I'll check. So I said, thank you, bye. Couple hours later, I get onto my phone and I do it on the phone and I see a new email there from him. And I went, okay, well, I can't open emails and like open attachments and all that shit. I don't do that on my phone. So I was like, well, look, obviously it's there. When I get home Thursday night, I'll check it. I'll go Friday morning to the RTA, RMS, Service New South Wales, what the fuck ever they're called. They changed names. They probably spend $400 million just to change a name so they can get some new fucking work shirts with a different name printed on it. I don't know. Whatever they're called, I'll go there Friday. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have the medical, which means I can do my knowledge test. So I can do the knowledge test because I've got the medical. So I ring up the RTA, my local one. I'm like, hey, can I book in a driver knowledge test for the MC license? Yeah. Anyway, they must be picking up someone else. Yeah, I'm doing 79. It's this guy that's doing 82. Yep, no worries. And they asked me all these questions, which is on a form you've got to fill out when you're in the centre anyway. You know, how long have you had your licence? Because you need to have your licence for a minimum of 12 months. And I was like, yeah, at least 4 years. They said, oh, okay, have you had epilepsy, or do you need... Oh, it's like a little wall of rain here. Hopefully, you can still see, because I don't want to have to throw this recording out. So we'll see. It doesn't look like there's actually too much in this. It looks pretty clear out that side, so we'll keep recording. All these things, you know, do you need glasses while you're driving and for an eyesight test, all this other stuff. So pass all that, obviously. She said, okay, I can book you in. You need to book in over the phone. I was like, fuck, that means you need a bloody credit card. No, I don't. My card's not set up for bloody over the phone banking and stuff. Fuck. Anyway, we got that sorted out, because you've got to pay on the phone if you're booking up on the phone. You can't just book in a test and then go in and pay on the day. Stupid, I know. There's that bloke, yeah, he slowed down. Yeah, like I said, there wasn't much in it. Not much in it. The rain, a little bit of spitting going on, but that was heavy about there. So, okay, anyway. Mission complete. I'll print my medical thing out. I got the missus to print it out. Print the medical out. Turn up the RTA on Friday morning. Go there, and I say, just upgrade my license. Booked in for a test. She said, and she took the medical. Anyway, she said, set me up for the test, and she said, oh, it's not lodged online, so we need to check it off and have someone else check it off and all that, because they should have lodged it online. I was like, no, I don't know. Like, I just went and got the medical. I don't know what you need to do. But obviously that's something that they need to do. And she said, yeah, they should have submitted it online. I was like, well, I don't know. That's what he said he was doing. That's what, like, he couldn't give me a hard copy because he said that he went at the end of the day, he submits everything. I don't know. Anyway, she said, well, because you've got the actual medical here, you'll be right. You can go and do your theory test, and then when the medical's checked off, then we'll give you your logbook and all that sort of stuff to do the driving test. So I go and do the knowledge test on the computer. Bang, bang, bang. Nice and easy. Got it all done. It's exactly the same test as you do when you're upgrading to your HC. So it's the same test. But if you upgrade within the 12 months, like your HC to MC, because you can do it the day after one. You can do it in consecutive days. But if you do it within the same year, you don't need to resit that test. I got my license, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. So they said you need to resit the test. Okay. So, anyway, resit the test, pass the test, no dramas. And then I ding the bell, go over, she calls me over and she says, oh, we've got one problem. I was like, what's that? She said, oh, I can't give you your license, or your logbook. And I was like, oh, why? You know, I'm not being rude or anything. I'm like, just why? What happened? She's like, oh, this is the wrong type of medical. They've given you the wrong type of medical. They've just given you an overall health fitness medical. I was like, I don't know, I just asked them for a truck driver medical, and because it didn't state on it that it was a fitness to drive medical and it was just a health and fitness medical, they said they can't accept that medical. I said, oh, for fuck's sake. I said, I've already passed the test, and they said, yeah, the test is fine, so that's ticked off. You just need to go and get another medical or get this one changed so it says the right thing, so we can give you the logbook. And I was like, oh, okay. Right, well, I'll go and, ring up the place. So anyway, I walk out and I'll ring up the place that I initially went. I was like, look, yous have submitted this wrong. Can I come and like see yous and like have it fixed up? And they're like, oh yeah, we're really sorry about that. Yeah, if you can bring it in and like we'll resubmit it. So I took the piece of paper, like the form from the RTA, and I took it there to the place that I went. Anyway, took it there. And they said, yeah, sorry about this. We'll submit this today and get it all sorted out. They did that. They submitted it, done it all, and they said, but at that point it was like afternoon. So I was like, well, I'll go first thing tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. I'll go in because they've resubmitted this medical, stating it was a fitness to drive medical. It's all the same stuff, it's all the same things, but it was just called a health and fitness medical instead of a truck driver's fitness to drive medical. Go figure. Anyway, I go in Saturday morning. I'm like, yeah! Went up to the same person. I was like, hey, I've got my medical. And she's like, oh, great. Did he submit it online? I said, he told me he submitted it online, and I asked for the hard copy. So he's giving me the hard copy. She goes out and she says, well, really sorry, but you might have to wait for a while because when it's submitted online, it still needs to be checked off by someone of their medical team. But because it was submitted on a Friday afternoon, it hasn't been checked off yet, so we're going to have to ring someone up, but we only run limited staff on a weekend, so it might take someone a while to go through, find your medical and check everything off to make sure it's all right. And I was like, oh, well, I've got the hard copy here. Can't someone here do it? She's like, no, well, on a Saturday, no one's trained clinical staff, so we need to have someone do it that's located elsewhere. And like we said, it's limited staff, so you'll be put into a line. I was like, oh, okay. So I waited there for probably 45 fucking minutes on a Saturday morning. Waited. Anyway, they come back, they call me out, Shane! And I was like, yeah, walk back up. She said, oh, we've got one more problem. I said, problem? What do you mean a problem? She said, they've written in the wrong class of license. Where it said, class of license, they've written HC and didn't put in the option, and like there's a comment section, it should say MC medical fitness to drive. They left that blank, so it looked like I was doing a medical for a HC, and they said because they need to resubmit it again that says MC. I was like, oh my fuck, are you kidding me? Anyway, I was like, well, they weren't open last Saturday. They're not going to be open this Saturday. Oh my fucking God. And I was like, and next Saturday's my driving lesson. Fuck. I have to wait till Monday. Anyway, wait till Monday. And I was like, look, you have to ring them up again. And I was like, look, you submitted this wrong again. I said, is there any way, because I'm in Melbourne, is there any way you can submit my thing again with the right thing? And she's like, oh, like this seems like it's just really strange, like we never have issues like this. And I was like, are you sure you have done this before? And she's like, yeah, we do medicals all the time. Anyway, I was like, I just don't trust this fucking place anymore. I don't trust it. So I got the missus, I rung the missus and I said, look, I fucked up last time. Obviously, it's not a guy thing to book things in. Get your missus to do it. I said, can you book me in a fucking medical at a fucking proper doctor's, someone that knows what they're doing, on Thursday? I'm going to get home early on Thursday and I won't even reload on Thursday. I'll go in on Friday and fucking reload if I have to. But on Thursday, I'm going to get back lunchtime, so book me in at like 2 o'clock at a fucking medical centre that knows what they're doing. She books me in at the local medical centre. 2:30. I was like, perfect. Thank you. I love you. What would I do without you? Fucking struggle, clearly. So I was like, okay, Thursday afternoon, go in, and this doctor says, oh, you haven't been here before. And I was like, no, well, because I'm just booking in a medical. He's like, oh, well, we need your medical records. What doctors have you been? I said, I can't even remember where I got my last medical done at. I can't remember, otherwise I would have gone back to the same place. And he's like, oh, well, we need your medical records, so we need you to go and get an eyesight test at a bloody eyesight doctor, whatever they're called, and we need you to get blood work to make sure you don't have diabetes. I'm like, I'll tell you right now I don't have diabetes. He's like, but we don't have that on record. And I said, you're kidding me, aren't you? I said, how long does it take you to get results back? And he said, oh, usually 48 hours. I said, it's Thursday afternoon. I've got to do a driving test on Saturday morning. You're not going to get the results back. And in between that, I need to go to the RTA to get my fucking logbook. And I said, you're fucking kidding. I ring the boss up, and he's fucking fuming. Fair enough. Like, I had 3 weeks to sort this shit out, and I got fucked around twice and then told I need to fucking go and do all these tests. That's not how your fucking medicals work. He's booked me in with his doctor. I was in and out in 15 fucking minutes. I don't know why it was so fucking hard. He booked me in on Friday. So Thursday afternoon was a fucking washout. I went to work Friday morning, reloaded my load, come home, mucked around, then went out to his doctor. Oh yeah, you're a new patient, and he just done all the fucking standard medical things for a fitness to drive medical. No dramas at all. It was $80 or $85, I think, instead of fucking $255, which is fucking money down the drain. Lost money from this first medical that fucking screwed me over. And the missus telling me, oh, you should fucking go and tell them you want your money back. And I was like, look, at this point, I just need to get this fucking medical done. I don't worry, I'm not going to care about the $255 until I get the medical. That's something to worry about later on. I need to get a fucking medical done first. And is this bloke going to fucking speed up or slow down? You're already in front of me. Keep going the same speed. And no one needs to slow down. Thank you. So many times someone gets there and then they slam their brakes on and fucking merge in behind. And I'm like, what in the fuck were you thinking? So, yeah, anyway, finally get this medical, and this is on Friday afternoon, and I go from there to the local RTA. It's not my local RTA because it was the boss's doctor, so it's close to his home. Only half an hour from mine, but I go to the local RTA out there, and they tell me the same thing. Oh, because this has only just been lodged, we're going to have to get someone from the medical team to check it online. And I was like, I've got a copy here. Same deal. They don't have medical staff that fucking check them there, so they've got to ring up. So I sat inside the RTA for fucking probably nearly an hour, because it was Friday afternoon, busier than a Saturday, and it's literally only just been lodged. Like, I drove from the medical centre to the fucking RTA, so it was like, when did you get the medical done? I was like, 8 minutes ago. So anyway, they had to fucking they were on hold for fucking half an hour, then they had to get someone to check it off, and then they're like, oh, why are you here? You know, like, you usually at this other centre. And I was like, if I had time to tell you the whole fucking story, I'd tell you. But I just said, I had dramas with the medical. There was no actual physical drama with me. There was nothing wrong with me getting the medical. It was the medical itself that just kept getting lodged wrong. Oh my fucking God, what a bloody nightmare. Moral of the story, women, you are appreciated. Men, if you need to book something in, get your fucking wife or girlfriend to do it for you, because clearly we're inept of doing that sort of shit. Get your mum to book it in for you. I was fucking hopeless. Just Google it and click on the first one. No, I thought, oh yeah, that's simple. Yeah, that'll work. Ring it up and they say, oh yeah, you can get in on the same day. Places obviously are fucking, they're a rip-off for starters. They charge me 4 times the price of a normal fucking place. And they didn't even do it fucking right. 2 times in a row. I dare say, I mean, I haven't chased them up, but I wouldn't be able to get any money back from them either, no doubt. But, oh my God. So, moral of the story, yeah. Book in at a reputable place if you need to do a fucking medical. Oh, but yeah, that's about it for today's little story. Just thought a few people might find that interesting. Oh, so by the way, anyway, got me B-double license. So in the future, there could be some B-double work, B-double trailer licenses. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. There could be a B-double soon. Obviously not on the run I'm doing. It's what I do is semi-trailer only. You'd never get a B-double unless you split the trailers up into the shed I go to and the shed I go to down in Melbourne, plus half the places I deliver to. You'd never get a B-double in or out of there. So it's semi only. It'll only ever be a semi, and I don't care what anyone says, no one would ever do a double. It's just impossible. And like I said, unless you split the trailers, but that's not going to happen with what I'm doing currently. So this would be either fill-in work, additional work when I get back, or unless something else pops its head up and, you know, I'm not on this run anymore. But yeah, I mean, time will tell. It's a very handy thing to have for now and the future. Look, I myself, plus probably a lot of other truck drivers, I've reversed B-double sets, you know, just around in the yard. You know, I tell you right now, it definitely wasn't the most glorious thing in the world when I first started trying to reverse a fucking B-double. You know, there's no actual reversing in the test, but you do have to prove that you can reverse prior to the test. Oh, this is beeping at me. So, I'm not sure if it's already cut out. No, it's still going. So, I'll better finish this now. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed and you've watched for half an hour. This is half a fucking hour. Give me just follow along, subscribe, whatever it's called, follow along. And what have you booked in that was just a fucking nightmare? What have you had to get your missus to book you in for? That's a word of the day. If you're new here, that's what we do. I give you a little word or a topic. Tell me what you've had to book in and it was a nightmare, or what you had to get your missus to book in because, like me, you fucked up and you didn't know what to do. That's it. Bye for now, folks. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe out there. Bye.